Turkey, you need to put a small ring, the smaller ring in the...
Hey, Matt. Yeah. The only running that I'm gonna be doing is running upside his head, and I'm gonna assure you that. Facts. And he got a big head.
The Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford face-off finally happened, and this was no ordinary press conference. After getting shoved by Canelo, Crawford didn't just respond. He stood firm, smiled, and stared straight into the Mexican legend's eyes before saying 4 chilling words, "I will kill you." This wasn't staged trash talk or a fake scuffle to boost pay-per-view sales. Crawford meant every word, and the intensity in his voice made it clear. Now, this fight has shifted from a super fight to something personal, something dangerous.
I'm hunting him. That's it. I'm hunting everything that he got. And I'm gonna take it come September 13th. I want all the people in the stands that booed me, they gonna cry when they go home. They gonna cry. Go ahead. Wow.
Canelo might have the belts, the fan base, and the size advantage, but Bud's coming in like a man on a mission. You could see it in his eyes. This isn't just about proving a point anymore. It's about taking everything from Canelo, his pride, his legacy, his power in the sport. So why did Canelo lose his cool? How did Crawford flip the energy? And how might this moment have completely shifted the momentum of the fight? Let's break it down.
What's up, New York? Thanks for coming out today. We appreciate it.
Okay, let's set the scene. We're at Fanatics Fest at the Javits Center in New York City, the second stop on the press tour for the undisputed super middleweight clash between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, set for September 13th in Las Vegas. The tension is through the roof. This wasn't your average face-off with fake smiles and forced trash talk. This was a pressure cooker. After a heated exchange, Canelo snapped, lunged forward, and shoved Crawford hard in the chest. Cameras flashed, security rushed in, but Bud didn't flinch. He stepped back, adjusted his shirt, smirked, and calmly replied, "You're going to pay for that weak push. I got you. Remember I said this." As Canelo turned to walk off like it was nothing, Crawford muttered under his breath, "I will kill you." This fight was already massive. 2 pound-for-pound kings clashing in Vegas for the undisputed super middleweight title. Crawford's jumping up 2 weight classes. Canelo's defending the crown he's held for years. But now, it's not just about belts, it's personal.
Now you're skipping middleweight, no rehydration clause, nothing like that, to move up to fight a guy who has dominated that weight class for a decade, or weight classes for a decade. Why do it this way?
Why not? I always say, why not? You know, all the greats do things that people think that's impossible. You know, so within myself, I have the confidence, the skills. I got all the tools to beat Canelo. So why not?
Canelo, you are right now El Gran Campeón Mexico, right? Like, you are the guy. Richard, good to see you.
Crawford isn't just trying to make history. He's aiming to humiliate Canelo in front of his own people on Mexican Independence Day weekend. Bud said he's showing up to disappoint an entire nation. I want all the people in the stands that boo me to cry when they go home.
However they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. As simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And there's any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
Here's the thing, this didn't come out of nowhere. Crawford has been calling out Canelo for years.
When you say, I want Canelo, is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
That's a big boy. He's strong. That's a conversation. It's not just, oh, man, you'll whoop his ass.
Like yes, man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Masvidal.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones. It's about now.
And Canelo, he kept brushing it off like Bud didn't belong in the conversation. He'd say things like, I've got nothing to prove against Crawford. If the money's right, maybe. Translation, Canelo thought Bud was too small, too broke, and not worth the time.
Terence Crawford was Turkey Al-Sheikh at the other event across town. Put out an open challenge to you on the internet with Turkey Al-Sheikh calling you out. What's your response to Terence Crawford's call out tonight?
No comments.
But Crawford never stopped barking. And now that the bag is right, the platform is global, and Netflix plus Saudi money are involved, Terence finally got the green light to chase greatness. He's treating it like a hit mission. I'm hunting everything that he's got, and I'm taking it. Come September 13th, this isn't just a fight for Bud. It's about legacy, respect, and proving everyone wrong again.
I want to speak to you about some of Turkey's comments. He said he doesn't want Tom and Jerry, people running away in the ring. And what did you make of that?
I agree with that. People want to see a good fight. People want to see a good fight, and I agree with that.
Do you think
because people come and spend money to see a great fight, and if the other fighter come and run all the night and don't make a good fight, it's deceptional.
Do you think he saw your fight with Skull and potentially came to the conclusion?
We talk after. We talk after about that, and it's very sad. But it is what it is.
I know.
Crawford will do that. I hope not. I hope not, because we expect a great fight, the fight of the century, right? So I hope not.
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Let's keep it real for a second. Crawford is stepping into uncharted territory. He's moving up from 154 to 168 to face a man built like a tank, someone used to walking through punches from big hitters. And Canelo ain't no slouch. With a record of 63 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws, he most recently dominated William Skull in May to reclaim the IBF title and remind everyone he's still that guy.
I know Turkey is in your corner, but look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't look different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Even Shane Mosley had to chime in and throw shade at Bud. He said, I think Canelo's too big. Crawford's a fighter, not a mover. He's going to want to trade, and that's going to be a problem. Translation, Crawford's ego might be setting him up. But honestly, if there's one guy who thrives under pressure, it's Bud.
You could take a guy like Canelo, this guy could do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy. Y'all always disrespecting our fighters.
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Alright, now let's flip the script. Yeah, Canelo's got the size, the experience, and he's gone toe-to-toe with the biggest names on the world's biggest stages. But if you think Terence Crawford is walking into that ring intimidated, you're dead wrong. Crawford's not just bringing skill, he's bringing surgical violence and a calm fury that's straight up terrifying.
Every time I see him, he'll come and be like, Canelo. You know how Billy does too, yeah. I'll be like, man, come on, man. Yeah. So every time he say that, you know, I just be like gradually getting into like looking at like okay. And he like, he's not that big. You know, he heavy, but he not that big. Right. You know, and I'm just like, all right. I'm laughing, but at the same time it started hitting me like, all right, man, maybe you know onto something. You know, then I started sizing him up, and I'm like, all right, well, Canelo 5'7". You know, my arm's longer. Yeah. He's strong. I'm strong. Right. You know, it be, to me, skill for skill. Right. You know, because Canelo not the biggest 168 fighter. So I just started looking into it, and I'm like, man.
This man is a technician. He doesn't just box. He calculates, breaks you down, and dismantles you piece by piece. His ability to switch hit isn't just for show. He transitions from orthodox to southpaw mid-combination like he's rewiring the matrix in real time. His timing is freakishly perfect. One wrong move, and he'll counter you so clean it looks like you fell into your own punch. And his ring IQ. We're talking Grandmaster chess level. Crawford reads opponents like he's downloaded their entire fight camp into his brain. He's patient, never panics, and never chases knockouts, but when the opportunity comes, he smells blood and finishes with precision. Mentally, this guy is ice. You never see him rattled, never see him react emotionally. No theatrics, no wasted energy, just focus. That dead serious kind of focus that makes even elite fighters second-guess themselves before the first bell. Every time the boxing world has doubted him, whether it was moving up in weight, taking on dangerous punchers, or fighting on enemy turf, Bud has pulled up, clocked in, and walked out, leaving his opponent confused, broken, or asleep. Plus, Crawford doesn't fight to edge you out on points. He fights like he's trying to retire you. Like he's got a personal vendetta. Like there's something inside him that only gets fed when he breaks you down in front of the world.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously.
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev.
Kovalev was older, and he does.
Joe.
Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with him?
A tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
This fight isn't just Canelo defending his crown. It's Crawford coming to rob the castle. And if Canelo thinks size alone is going to save him, he might be walking straight into a trap set by the most dangerous mind in boxing today. Hear me out, the boxing world is split. Canelo fans are saying Bud's going to get folded like a lawn chair the second he feels that 168 power. They see the press conference shove as just a taste of the strength difference.
Canelo couldn't knock out Charlo. Or you really think that he's gonna knock out Crawford? I would pick Terence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win the fight. So
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
But Crawford fans, they're locked in. They say Bud's got that silent killer energy, that let me cook vibe. And once the bell rings, all the sighs and shoves in the world won't mean a thing when Canelo starts missing punches and getting lit up by combos.
The thing about Crawford is he believes he's on it. Like, he believes he's the one. So that's the difference between him and any other fighter that Canelo fight. Because Canelo, people fight the idea of Canelo Alvarez as opposed to fighting the individual. The thought of him is what puts fear in their heart. But he doesn't care about that because he said he's Terence Crawford, so it's a totally different thing. So if he can implement his strategy and ride it out to the end of the fight, he's gonna be successful. But if Canelo can do what he needs to do, and his timing has to be on point, because he's not that fast as Crawford is. It's all about timing.
Even neutral fans are foaming at the mouth for this one, because finally, boxing is delivering a fight with real stakes, real history, and real violence incoming. Now, let's talk about that viral quote, "I will kill you." People online are split. Some say Bud crossed the line. Others say it's just fight hype, raw emotion and testosterone in a sold-out press room.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat.
But let's not act like Canelo's innocent here. That shove. It was straight up disrespectful. You don't put hands on another man unless you're ready to go 12 rounds right then and there. Bud's response wasn't about PR, it was about power. You want to escalate it? Cool. Now you've got to deal with the consequences. And you can bet the Nevada Commission is watching this one closely, because on September 13th, there will be blood. Oh yeah, if you somehow missed it, this fight is getting the full global treatment. Netflix is streaming it live worldwide, UFC's Dana White is promoting it, and Turkey Al-Sheikh with Saudi money is backing it. This isn't just a boxing match. It's a cultural crossover event. And if you're a fight fan, this is your Super Bowl, World Cup, and WrestleMania all rolled into one night.
Kill me with your bare hands?
I could. I'll choke you
Look how
out.
quick it's both of you.
Wow,
true.
I wouldn't
Wow,
punch
you
you.
both went, yeah. like you want to right now.
You want me to lie you?
Wow.
No.
Both of you, like, bang, bang, yeah. Yeah, right now.
For sure.
You could, right?
Definitely.
You could kill me with just...
Easy.
Really?
Yeah.
How would you kill me out of interest?
Just one punch.
Really?
Yeah. Because, let me tell you why. Because you don't used to getting here, so...
You've no idea about my fight record.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I grew up with two brothers. Trust me.
How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 60.
You going to sleep. He said I'm 60. You going to sleep.
I'm sparred with Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, sparred.
There's a video.
We talk about bare knuckles, you're going to sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
But look at the relish you both say that.
Add a viral moment like, "I will kill you" into the mix. And yeah, expect that PPV to break records. So the real question is, are you Team Canelo, or are you riding with Bud, I will KLLU, Crawford? Let us know in the comments below, smash that like button if you're hyped, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video.